time. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden.
Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time. And the pressure gets to him again.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
He's got it at the 15. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
On first down, Whitfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A look now at the Oakland offense.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And his kick here is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is... The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2. Let's get it. All right. 54. Come to my work.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ja'Kai Polite coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman over the middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Freeman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
We play to win.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's 2nd down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Freeman. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Freeman. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Looking to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Raiders' 30-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll drop to throw, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Let's do this.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
No, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Throwing on first down, Freeman. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Freeman. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Second and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. Back to throw. Freeman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up in Motown. Kansas City heading north to take on Detroit. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. The Lions trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
58, Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
We go. 60 or. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw on second down. Freeman. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here we go, D. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
To throw on third down. Freeman. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Give me some. Give me some. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
Ready to break.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It
does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Let's go.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mike, 54. And we heavy on the edge.
2nd and 10. Oh, good move. The open man here, Renfro. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Check pass. Check pass. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On 1st down, Freeman. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
2nd and 3. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They'll drop the throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
50, plant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught outright by Renfro. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The